Hey guys, it is day number 17 of my battle with Bravado. Um, so today I went and saw I went to Pinnacle Care and I saw Dr. Chapman, and we are on the books. We are scheduled. We are ready to go. Um, she wanted to get started on Tuesday, and I told her that, I explained to her about the therapy breakthrough, and that I needed to take my trip out west for a while to get back that piece of me. I'm about to get ran over. That's closer than I thought. I figured I would go ahead and get back to the house before I continued more with that video. One getting nicked by a car was close enough. Um, so, um, Yeah, I went and saw this Bravado doctor today, and everything has been approved. Everything has been insurance is okayed. We have scheduled it. My first dose will be on um, July 30th at 9 p.m. Um, I have my custody court for Jet in Oklahoma City at Oklahoma City Courthouse at 9:30 on the 28th. So. After court is over on the 28th, I'll be coming back to Tulsa. I'll stay for 2 days. I will get my dosage then, go back out west for a few days, and then come back. And then, I plan on being having that fire back that everyone who's known me for the first 41 years is accustomed to seeing. They know that competitive person, the one that refused to lose, the one that hated running second. I think I hated running second more than I liked winning. And when you lose that competitive fire and that drive, and you just become somebody who sits back and waits for things to happen instead of going out and making them happen like I have my entire life. It does not make for a good combination. I don't know how to do that. I felt miserably in that role, and the people who have known me for the last 2 years only know that person. They don't know the previous person I've been the last 41 years. They don't know that drive. They don't know that competitive fire. They don't know what made me me. They don't know that champion version of me. They just know the guy that was just super passive and trying to live the suburban life, which he'd never lived before. And man, I was terrible at that. But so yeah, everything's scheduled up for that. I woke up this morning and I had that exciting buzz about me again. I was ready to go, man. I was, for the second morning in a row, I was excited. I had that feeling of just let's go, let's get it going. I plan on leaving Sunday afternoon after Grandpa Horace's funeral. I will be out west for 3 weeks, and I will be bringing back that version of me that you either loved or you hated. You either loved his competitive nature or you hated him because he was way too competitive, one of the two. You know, I'm just, I don't know how to be the person that I've been the last 2 years, and I have failed at it miserably. Like, I sucked at it. I was terrible at that job. But of all that, I lost all that confidence that I had to. I lost my confidence. I lost my sense of humor. I lost everything that had made me me. So if you've known me, like if you've only met with me in the last 2 years, of like the 3,000 Facebook friends, 29,080 of them know Jared for 41 years. The other two have known Jared for 2, and there's a massive difference between the two of them. I don't want to talk to myself in third person like I'm the Rock, but I mean that's what it sounds like. Um, but I think the biggest disappointment in all of that was, you know, during those 2 years, I had found somebody that we had both agreed that we were each other's best friends. We both agreed that we would always be there for each other. We both agreed that no matter what, we would always have each other's backs. Um, you know, a couple weeks ago when there was a hip surgery, when someone had their hip surgery, I was there for her every single day for 2 weeks. I didn't work. I waited on her hand and foot. She wanted tea. I went and got her tea. She wanted, you know, help putting the clothes on, help put her clothes on. I did everything I possibly could to try to help her out. Um, but then when I reached out for help and I needed a hand, she wasn't there. We had promised each other that we would always be there. We had promised that no matter what, we would have each other's backs, and what I consider to be probably the hardest part of my life, I walked through it alone when I'd always been promised I would never have to. And that sucked, you know, that's I think that's what broke my heart the most, was just not having that person with me. And you know, I've tried explaining that, you know, the version of me that you know, that's not the real me. That's not who I am. I tried adapting different roles and becoming someone else, and it didn't work for me. That guy didn't have the booming confidence. He didn't think he was 7 foot tall. He didn't, you know, he didn't. He wasn't the most competitive person in the entire world, and that's what hurts. And you know, when I reached out and I tried explaining that, just didn't seem to care. And you know, I'm doing this journey for me because I have to come back to who I was. And like I said, I reached out and said, you know, when I get back, I'd like to, you know, take you to dinner and actually introduce you to the person that you've never met before, the one that everybody else knows that you don't know, that you've never met, and just didn't seem to care. And that was heartbreaking, because if the roles were reversed and they had to go out and find themselves, and get back what they knew that they had lost, I would be there for them. You know what I mean? Like, that's, friendship's loyal to me. Friendship means a lot, but what can you do? You know, I thought this person was going to be in my life for the rest of my life. I thought that they would always be there. I thought that we would always have each other, and that's not the case. So, but you know, I plan on leaving to go out west on Sunday after Grandpa Horace's funeral. We are Mas Bravado. I talked to Dr. Chapman today. Insurance is paid for it. Everything's ready to go. She actually wanted to start treatment on Tuesday, but I told her about Dr. Mason and the breakthrough that we had, and how she thought it would be good for me to go out and become, to get back what I knew that I had lost, and what I know that I could find again, and become the person that I know that I am. And she completely agreed. So Jet has his adoption hearing on July 28th in Oklahoma City at the Oklahoma City courtroom at 9 a.m. My first Bravado treatment is at 9:30 a.m. on the 30th. So I will be coming back to Tulsa after the 28th. I will do my treatment on the 30th. I will leave for, I think, 3 or 4 days, and I'll come back on the Tuesday. I will show you the pictures and how the whole treatment thing works, but you know, I just wanted to give you guys an update on exactly everything that was happening and everything that was going on. So I am super excited. I'm super excited for myself, disappointed and heartbroken in someone else. So I'm a little 50-50 torn, but you know, when somebody promises you something and you truly believe it with all your heart, and then it doesn't come true, it does hurt. It does hurt. But you can't just you can't let that ruin you. You have to keep digging. You have to keep fighting. You have to look inside yourself and find that strength that you didn't know that you had, and continue to move forward. And that's what I'm gonna do. So, this is Thursday Eve.